have a floating head with this outfit. I feel like I kind of have a floating head. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. Thank you again for joining me. Today we have something new from Urban Decay. We have the Naked Reloaded. Now I'm like really in love with this. I know it's another kind of like natural palette, and I wasn't a huge fan of yesterday's palette, which was I can't even remember. The Makeup Forever. It was a Makeup Forever palette. Wasn't very excited about that. But anyway, this one right here, I absolutely love. I love the packaging. I love the orchids in the back. I love the way it feels. It kind of has like a little cushion to it. And it is a little bit smaller than the original. I actually wish I didn't depot all my other ones, but I had to depot it because I know I was traveling and I just wanted to have everything handy and not so many palettes. Now, I know a lot of people are kind of comparing it to this one right here. This is the Sultry by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and in a way it's kind of similar. So this is the Urban Decay one, and then this one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. So as you can see, some colors are kind of similar, and then I'll touch back into, you know, the comparison to both of these palettes. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is a $45 palette. I'm going to read a little bit about what it says about it. Okay, so it says it's a renovation of the original Naked palette featuring 11 all-new shades and the return of one of cult favorites, the redefined neutrals. Let's see. Urban Decay changed the game with the original Naked palette, and now it's time to rethink natural with the Naked Reloaded palette. These 12 universal eyeshadows are flattering for any age, gender, and skin tone. The 4 outer pans are bigger and feature the shades you'll use the most. A bright peach hue stands out among warm and cool metallics and mattes and iridescent micro shimmers. So I really am glad I have this one. I wish I had the other one to compare, but I just didn't like it so much that I returned it. So this one right here, I'm like kind of in love. So I do have a little bit of a stain because I've been kind of playing with the new Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and as you know, it does kind of stain your eyes. So I have a little bit of purple and pink on my eyes. So today I do want to do like a full face, but we're going to go ahead and get into some swatches first. Okay. So again, you open it, you have like a big mirror. This one does not come with a little brush, which is okay. I'm not really like a huge fan of the brushes anyway. So the first one we have here is Bribe. Go ahead and swatch that one. And then we have Barely Baked. Then we have Angel Fire. And we have a Retro, which is that burnt orangey that I'm like totally in love with. And then we have Reputation. Then we have Burn. Then we have Endgame, which is a really pretty chocolate brown, super dark. And then we have Dreamweaver. I love this color. It just feels really like, really velvety. Yeah, and then we have Distilled. I'm gonna go on the other side. We have But. Then we have Boundaries. And then we have Blur. So these again are the swatches and the colors. So I'm going to go ahead and do like a whole full face. And yeah, so let's go ahead and go into the demo. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go ahead and put my moisturizer. I'm going to use a Confidence in a Cream. My face is feeling a little tight, and I've been kind of like obsessed with putting this on my face. It's just really nice and cool and light. And it smells really nice too. So this is my new favorite moisturizer. All right, and then my hair is driving me nuts back there. All right, now we're gonna go in with one of my favorites. This is my Estee Lauder Double Wear. My hand is even stained. So I'm going to put it in the back of my hand. And then I'm just going to get my Jaclyn Hill brush, and I'm just going to blend that in. Man, that palette really stained my eyes. I've been trying to scrub that stuff off, and it is not coming off. Okay. Some on the other side. I kind of tend to kind of skip a little bit underneath my eyes. I know I always say that. Underneath the jaw. Okay, now I'm going to go in. Let me close that. I'm going to go in with some concealer, and I'm going to use my Beauty Blender. I love this. So this is my blending eggs that I'm obsessed. They're black. You get 6 of them for $18, which is great. This is pretty much the same thing as like a regular beauty blender, and I'm like a little obsessed with this one. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Fenty. It's not much lighter, but you know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of blend that in, and then kind of drag it down, and then I'm just going to kind of feather that out and get a little bit on my eyelid. I really like this beauty blender. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and get a lighter color. I'm going to get my e.l.f. one right here. I'm just going to put a little bit, because I don't want to be too heavy underneath. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go in with my Sheer Tint Finishing Powder by e.l.f. This, I always rave about this one, but this is like a different one, and I really like it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, just going to press that into the skin. Kind of gives that foundation a little bit of an extra coverage. But it's sheer, so you're not gonna be cakey. I like my skin to look a little bit more of a not so cakey, because when I do makeup, I do makeup from when you go outside. You don't want to look too scary. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Ciate Extraordinary powder right here. I'm going to use my little damp blender here. And this is a great powder if you have dry underneath your eyes. This is great because it's not going to make you crackly or anything like that. It's just really finely milled. I have a hair driving me nuts. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with my Desi PERKINS brows. Okay, now I got to flip this mirror. My brows are a hot mess. All right, so I'm just going to feather that in lightly. And you're probably going to hear Nina snoring. And I'm just going in a little bit outside my natural brow shape because they're uneven. But just a little bit because I don't want them to look too painted on. And then I like this little spoolie. And this is in the medium warmth, I believe. So they're looking a little better. I started going to town in the car and then I started pulling. Oh, this is the same story I give every single time. Because I am naughty and I start messing around with the brows while I'm at the light. I don't know why I do that. I can't see what I'm doing. It's my story. It's what I say every time because it's what I do. Okay. I think they're even enough. Anyway, if they're not, what I like to do afterwards, after I do my makeup, I just kind of look at everything and see if I need to add more or whatever the case may be. All right, now I have something from Pinky Rose I'm a little obsessed with, and this is the contour palette. This is great. I got this at, what is it called? Riley Rose, and it was only $13 for this. So it comes with the mirror and this little guy right here. And look at this. Look at these colors. Aren't those great? So I'm very excited about using those. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go into this color right here. And I know I already powdered, but I kind of like to do this because it leaves, I mean, it stays on a little bit longer for me because I do have oily skin. This brush is not working for me. Why did I grab this brush? It's because all my brushes are drying because I cleaned them all. Finally, I cleaned them all and now I can't find one. What am I gonna do? Oh, here it is. Sorry for the beach. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and buff that in. So like I was saying, I like to powder because it's a light finishing powder. It's not heavy or anything like that. And I feel like my contour or anything like that stays on a little longer. So I don't put stripes or anything. I just like to kind of go in and just blend that out. I love it because I look sun-kissed. I don't look like crazy dirty face or anything like that. Don't forget down here. All right, then after that, I'm going to go ahead with my blushing in Bali, and this is my BH Cosmetics. And this is what it looks like. It's another beautiful palette. I'm going to go into both of these colors. I'm going to smile and just kind of feather that out. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to go into this highlighter right here, this golden highlighter. Ooh, I went a little too low. Whatever, I just want a glowy face anyway. And this palette is great because it's great for all skin tones. A little bit on the nose and on the Cupid's bow. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the palette, if I could find it. Here we go. All right, so the first color I'm gonna go into is this peachy color right here. And I'm just going to kind of buff that all over the lid. I just grabbed a little bit of color. With this color, you might want to just kind of tap it. A little bit does go a long way. And there is some kickback and fallout on the palette. That doesn't really bother me too much. know some people don't like that, but as you can see, there is fallout. And I'm going to take that color all the way to the brow bone. I'm just going to make this a really nice, a simple, kind of bronzy look. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead. By the way, this was a Morphe Fluffy brush. I'm going to go ahead in with a Luxie brush. And I'm going to go into this color right here. I would read the color, but as you know, I can't see what it says. So I'm going to go in. Actually, I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to just go in and just dab that shimmer on the lower lid. And then just kind of feather it out. So it looks nice and blown out. All right, now I'm going to take the color next to it, and then I'm just going to dab that. All right, now I'm going to take, where is it? I'm going to take one of my little brushes, if I can find one. Like I said, I'm kind of washing all of them. Okay, I'm going to go into this color right here. And a Jaclyn Hill brush. And then I'm just going to lightly smoke that underneath my lash line. Okay, now I'm going to dab that color into these colors. So I'm going to mix these two together. Just so that it is a soft, smoky color. Got some of that fallout in my eye. I'm a mess. Now I'm going to go into that brown, and then I'm going to dip that brown right into this color. So I'm going to mix the two and then go in the back of my hand so that it mixes. Good grief. And then I'm just going to feather that underneath or blend it out. And then I'm just going to drag that down a little bit. All right, now I'm going to go into this color right here. And the gold. And then I'm just going to dab that in the middle. I love the way these look best with the finger. Putting it on with your finger. All right, now I'm going to get a fluffy brush, and then I'm going to go into that color, that brown, and then this color again. And then I'm just going to add a little bit in the outer corner. And I'm just going in a circular motion. So that it's not super dark, but it has a little bit more than all these rose goldy colors going on. All right, now I'm going to get my little Zuella little pencil here with a color pop. And I'm just going to put that as close as possible to my lash line. That just broke. That literally just broke. I always try to do this out. Okay, here he goes. So I'm going to place that as close as possible to my lash line. I like this pencil because it's really easy to go on. It stays in your waterline when it's not breaking. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and pop my lashes on and stuff like that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and put my lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and wet this brush a little bit more so that I could get a little bit more payoff underneath. So again, I'm gonna go into these 3 colors right here. And then I'm just going to smoke that out and drag it down a little bit more. Just because, I'm doing this because I'm mixing that brown with a little bit of that shimmer. So it's just not like a flat brown. There's a little bit something else going on with it. And then I'm going to go ahead and add these 2 colors right here to the outer corner again. And I'm really going to just focus on the crease. I have an eye boogie right there. Okay, ignore the eye boogie. All right, now I'm going to go in with my Becca, and this is, I believe, the Malika. It's a really nice kind of like peachy color. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit more. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of my Laura Geller. Like that golden bronzer, and then I'm going to go ahead, or highlighter. I said bronzer, it's a highlighter. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on my Cupid's bow and just dab that color all over. And then I'm going to go in with one of my favorite lip glosses. This is my Glossier because it's really super shiny. And that's it. Just a really nice kind of bronzy little look with this palette that I absolutely love. Okay, now comparison of both of these. This one is the Sultry palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is a little bit more pigmented than this palette. So if you're wondering between the 2 of them, which one you should get, I would definitely get this one before I get this one. This one does have 2 more different colors than this one. Anyway, that's it for my review. I hope you liked it. I love this palette. It blends out nicely. I didn't have any kind of patchiness or anything like that. It was just a really nice palette that I see myself reaching out for constantly. Anyway, that is today's video. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you again for my next one. Bye.